Hello my friends and welcome. My name is Debbie Reed. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Kingston, Idaho. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to show you how I created a card using the Memorable Blooms. The only thing I'm using in this is the 2 dies and the flower. This is the card. I'm going to actually show you a different version of this card, but I also am going to show you how fun this card is. So I'm also using the Elements of Text. I tried this one, and this is the one I'm going to be using for today's card. And I'm using the Happy Birthday from Simply Said. The product that you would be using to create this card, oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. This is scrapbook paper, and I'm in love with the scrapbook paper. It's called Everyday Happiness. And you get 4 sheets of 3 designs. So this is one side. I don't know if I turn it this way. This is one side. This is the other side. Then you have this beautiful plaid. And then this is the other side of that. And then you have this one. And this is the other side of that one. And I absolutely, absolutely love this paper. So with that, the items you would be needing for this, a Pretty Peacock card base. Then I cut 4 strips of paper. One I already put on the inside of the card just to save time. And I'm going to show you how to go ahead and create this fun card. The first thing you're going to do is decide what papers you're going to use. And it was tough to decide because that's really pretty too. But I did want some extra color in here, so I went with this one. So you're going to line this up on your card, and then you're going to, and I should have actually done this before I put this down, but I'll make it work, because the next thing you're going to do is add these strips of paper. It'll still work. It's better when it's not glued down, but so what I do is I'm leaving a little bit of a yellow edge on both sides. And then I'm going to glue this one just right in the middle. And all sides of this paper work. So whatever side you like best, go for it. So you could put these together like that. That looks good too, but I wanted mine to have spacing. So I'm going to go ahead and space them on the card, and all the sizes will be in the link below if you're interested in creating this card. It is a fun one. So just gluing these little strips on. Okay, just like that. And it doesn't have to be precise, as you can tell. Mine's not evenly spaced. Once all the stuff gets on here, you're not going to even notice. Then what I did is I took a 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 square. I'm not going to actually go through all the process just for time, but then I took the die from the Memorable Blooms and I placed it on here and I die cut it. When you die cut that, you end up with, excuse my arms, then you end up with this and this. Okay, so what I did with this piece, we're going to still use this, so don't throw it away. What I did with this is I took the Elements of Text and I used this large stamp. So you would put this on a block, then I inked this, and it is directional, so you would have the words going the right way, and I stamped it on this hexagon piece. Then what I did is I took this piece and I took my scissors and I just cut the 4 corners evenly around, and that created this. Already stamped, okay. Then what I did is I placed this piece on top of here. The best way to actually adhere this to the card is to flip it upside down and just tape the edges, because it was a little bit fussy to try and glue this into the center of this without having it pre-taped. So you only need to do one end, but just to keep it from popping up, I went ahead and taped all 4 ends. And one more. Okay. Then you can go ahead and decide where you're going to put it on your card. So on the first card that I did, I put it down on the bottom. I actually, after doing it, wished I would have put it up. So doing this card, we're going to put it up on top, and you're kind of lining it side to side with your paper that you have. So I'm going to put it about right there and glue it down. Okay, we're going to put that right back here and make that kind of straight. I can see I didn't stamp mine straight, but we're going to go with making the words straight. Actually, we're not. We're going to go with the edges straight. You would notice that more than the words when we put everything on top. But you would want your words to be straight. So I also played with this in white paper, and the white was just a little, for me, too popped up, and I didn't like it. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take the flower from this Memorable Bloom set. You're going to stamp it, and I stamped it in white. And then you're going to take the die, and it lines up just beautifully. And you're going to take this to your stamp cut and emboss machine and cut it. When you cut it, after you've colored it, then you end up with this piece. Then I ended up putting this on the card without anything behind it. This morning, I had a paper on my desk, and now I forgot the name of it, but I will put it in the link below. And I ended up die cutting the leaves off of this paper, and I actually loved the soft detail of it. So we're going to use that paper on here, and I'm going to have it come off of this edge, and I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. You don't need a lot of glue. When you're doing leaves, you don't need to have it fully glued. It's nice to have it look like it's still kind of sticking up in places. So I don't want it overhanging on the card, but that's good right there. So putting that down. Then I'm going to take this piece, and I'm going to also have it extend in this opening up here. And I'm going to glue that down. You can also pop it up with dimensionals. You can see I colored mine with alcohol markers because alcohol markers bleed through. And glue this down and line this up so that it comes off of that edge right there. Okay, then I ended up stamping 2 little sentiments. I did one in Early Espresso, and I did one in Pretty Peacock, and I couldn't decide which one I liked better, but after staring at the print in Espresso, I ended up going with the Espresso. So they both look good, but the Pretty Peacock just took my eye away from the sentiments. I'm going to put this right here. Okay, then I made a bow with an old Seaside Spray ribbon. I love this ribbon, and I bought extra when it was leaving, so I'm glad I did because I always seem to use it. And I'm going to plop that on here. Place it, not plop it. Okay, like that. And there is this card. What do you think? And the inside, so you'd stamp whatever sentiment you have for the inside. And hope you like it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Comment if you have any questions or if you just like the card. And I hope you will consider this one. It's a fun set with all the different stamps. The text stamp is really wonderful. I was going to just show you this too. I did stamp the other text. I was going to use it originally because I just like the font better on this one, but I didn't like these blank edges. So That's why I went that way. And hope you will consider the scrapbook paper. It's beautiful. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day and go make something uniquely yours. Until next time, bye for now.